on EA Sports as we get a rematch of the helmet catch game, Super Bowl 42. It's the New England Patriots and the New York Giants, next on Madden NFL 25.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan, through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Well, we thank you for taking a break from shopping. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, full from Thanksgiving, Black Friday after the 3 games yesterday. Another spot on the NFL schedule for a big matchup, Greg.
Doesn't it just feel like every day is for NFL football? And listen, rightfully so. I mean, how fun is this? Another day on the calendar that we all look forward to being home with our friends and family, watching the greatest show in the world, which is NFL football, and couldn't be happier to do it alongside you, buddy.
We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Sly to kick things off. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by a former second-round pick out of Missouri. The quarterback is Drew Lock.
The only thing bigger than this guy's arm strength might be his personality, Mike. I mean, think back. How many times has this guy gone viral on the field over the last couple seasons? Unfortunately for him, stuff like that tends to downplay just how talented of a passer he really is. Consistency, or lack thereof, that's what's been holding him back. If he's able to put it together for 4 quarters, his team has a legitimate chance to leave here today with a win.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Lock out of the shotgun. Connects with his big tight end, Manhertz. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here comes 3rd and 6. In motion, it's Robinson. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They motion a receiver right. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Lock. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along, but that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
From a talent standpoint, Drake May has every physical quality that you're looking for to play modern-day NFL quarterback. He can, of course, make all the throws. He's big, strong, and he is a very good athlete. He just needs some time. He needs to sit back and wait for his opportunity to play. Looks like that day is today, and I think if he goes out and plays to that potential, this is the first step of him becoming a legitimate NFL franchise quarterback.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
Here's May to throw it on first down. He's got his man, Kayshon Boutte. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down. On the ground, Gibson. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, it's May. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
A gain there of 15. First down, New England.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Throwing is May. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's May. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away.
Six. From out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Sly's kick is good. And the Pats will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Now, Locke. A short one there to Bellinger. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On play action, Locke. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Locked to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. They go play action. It's locked. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. To return is Jermichael Hasty. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Gibson. He'll push forward for about a yard. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
3rd and short. And here is May. That one to the veteran Hooper. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
May to throw again. Open man to Mario Douglas. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
He keeps it himself. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Drake May. Touchdown, New England. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Pats open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle. Second down and 8. Here's Locke. To the outside, caught by Neighbors. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Dulcich open, downfield, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Giants. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Lock to throw on first down. That's over the middle to the tight end, Bellinger. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Lock out of the shotgun. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is second and goal. A carry here for Tracy. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a little extra time to think about this third and goal as we've hit the end of the first. The Patriots out on top. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up. Can they cash it in on third and goal? From the gun, it's locked. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants cut the deficit down to 1.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense back onto the field for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. A carry now for Gibson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is May. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw now, May. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On fourth down, Bryce Beringer out to punt for New England. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Locke. He'll get that complete. Right side, it's Bellinger.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 7. Now Locke. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
From the gun on 3rd down is Locke. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Giants first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On 1st down is Locke. A pass pulled in by Tracy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Locke. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Off the play fake, it's Locke. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
May now on 1st and 10. Open man there. It is Bourne.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From out of the gun, here's May. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
This play is actually really well defended here, but I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is May. Off-balance throw. It's complete. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll try to run for it. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
That one taken in by Douglas. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, just buying a little extra time, waiting for his man to uncover on the back of the end zone, and then it just becomes, let's rip it and throw that ball in that window, because it might not stay open for long, but he puts it right where it needs to be. Touchdown.
Sly now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Patriots are going to open up the lead to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Kyle Duggar there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he will have a Giants 1st down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Here's Locke to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain there of 17.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Sending a receiver right. On play action. Lock. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball, these opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
The run here with Devin Singletary. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Now a give up the middle. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Lock to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Giants are back within 5.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Now, May. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now Stevenson. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's May. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Now a shot here, deep middle. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and If you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Lock out of the shotgun. This one is caught by Robinson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Slayton is the man in motion. They go play action. It's Locke. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Locke. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
On 2nd down, Locke. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Locke. He's got it at about the 8. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Now Locke. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. The ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Locke. Pass pulled in by Tracy. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 3, 3rd and goal. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will cut the deficit down to 2.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. May gonna look to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That's gonna be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. On the return is Hasty. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. To throw now, May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing, lock, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A run here with Tracy on second down. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Lock to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll run here with Gibson, and he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson, and he will have a Patriots first down. He has it by plenty as they keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On the option, they give it to Stevenson, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is May. He'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Working out of the gun, it's May. There's that man again, another catch.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw again is May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not, and when he throws it, catch it.
Here's Gibson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now Gibson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. From out of the gun, here's May. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The home team's offense and Drew Lock getting set for their next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're going to try to keep it going. Here's 1st and 10. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On the ground, here's Tracy. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. Third and long. To throw is Locke. That's over the middle to the tight end, Bellinger. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. The Giants sending out their punter. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing is May. That one to the veteran Hooper. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, Gibson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
On 2nd down, it's May. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Sly's extra point, up and good. And the Pats will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Tracy now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Lock out of the shotgun. That is caught. It's Robinson.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. On the move, past the 40. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll run with Tracy. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Lock to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Lock to throw on 1st and 10. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
A short one there to Bellinger. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They run on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants have cut the deficit to 5. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return is Hasty. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. First and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
A carry now for Gibson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he will have a Patriots first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. But the mark says first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run Stevenson, and he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throwing now is May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Stevenson, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. Tracy now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Lock. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down. On play action, Lock. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Locke. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Locke. Now a screen set up for Tracy. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Locke. Open man is Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big gain.
Off the play fake, it's Locke. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A give to Singletary on the zone read. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now Locke. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And
he's in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. Greg, how often do we say it's a 1-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a 1-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
Here's a big moment for Big Blue. The Giants are going to go for 2. Throwing. Locke. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a 2-point game. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, May. This one complete to Bourne. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. A run here with Stevenson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's May. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. Tracy now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Locked to throw on first down. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Slayton is the man in motion. They go play action. It's Locke. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Locke out of the shotgun. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Giants sending out their punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This returnable for Douglas. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Gibson. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
3rd and short. And here is May. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And May will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the 1st down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Third and 6. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Stevenson. Not much happening there, just a short game. Whistles here, we have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So it's a road win here for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, We say so long, everyone.